before we start this, guys, before we start this playthrough tonight, I want to take a minute here, and I want us to watch this trailer together from Jedi Survivor, and I want to go over a few theories that I have, a few fan theories, or just theories I have in my brain. They're kind of going along and formulate it with you guys, because I don't quite know yet what my theory is for this other protagonist that's in this game. So let's watch this real quick. I'm gonna try to go over it with you guys and see what y'all think.
The order is gone.
All right, the order is gone. That's big, right? Immediately. Like, sorry, I had to stop it like right there. That's huge. Because this is a guy that's either a part of the order or was a part of the order or someone who doesn't like the order. So like an Inquisitor or a Sith or something like that. So we'll see. Servant, I'm actually going to answer that question about the live action show after all of this right here at the end. So, all right, so that's big.
I was betrayed.
Betrayed, okay, betrayed.
By the one I trusted most.
By the one he trusted the most, all right? He's in some kind of Bacta tank slash like stasis tank, kind of imprisoned. You see he has very blue eyes and very long kind of blondish hair. Kind of gray blonde hair.
I will not be imprisoned again.
He's missing an arm. You see his right arm is gone. Oh, I love that. And then you get another Jedi right here. And it looks like he's using Cal's same hilt. Look at it. It looks like Cal's same hilt. But it looks a little different right here. It looks like these can actually pop out. So this might be the lightsaber he acquires from this guy, who looks like he's some kind of bounty hunter that maybe grabbed this lightsaber. A little BD action here from the Mantis. Huge open world right here, like huge, just huge. I'm thinking this might be a little more open worldy looking at this.
I hear you've been
Jedi archives, which is really cool. Like you have some Jedi archives here, and let me just back this up just a little. There's some type of helper, somebody like that's kind of a devotee to, it looks like, to the Jedi. Do we have a time frame in this game related to the Star Wars timeline? Yes, this is 5 years after Jedi Fallen Order, so it's about the same time as Obi-Wan Kenobi, the TV show.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
And what's interesting here is she has these markings on her face now. Like she's adopted some type of order. Look at it again. Well, you see the markings on the chest here? It's almost like Zepho-like, and then markings on her arm.
You've been busy making
right here
yourself the
on her
Empire's
face,
most wanted.
which is interesting, you know. A little clone trooper action, or a little clone droid trooper.
A Jedi. Remind our friend
This looks like part of the mercenary group that we see in the first game.
here why his kind are
Of some kind.
supposed to be dead.
Very clone era looking shock stick. And I love that, dude. I don't know if y'all guys saw that. When he whips out the two blades. Look at that. That's very that's very Force Unleashed looking right there. And it looks like it's a smaller blade that we get in the first one. This is cool.
After all we've done.
Wampa. Ouch.
The Empire's
That right there is some of the versions of the Dark Troopers that we see in The Mandalorian. It's like a very early
only grown
adaptation,
stronger.
it looks like. Which is interesting because this is always in. This is also in The Force Unleashed. These Dark Troopers. Awesome cinematic. This is cool. Bode is this guy. It looks like you're going to get to team up with them at least in a mission. We'll see.
The Jedi is
Look at that, man. Cal has been through some stuff. Just the look of his face. He looks like a seasoned Jedi Knight now. Like, I can't wait. I hope he starts at, like, pretty high-powered levels. Things like that. I hope it's not going to be like it was in the first game. We have to really build that connection back with the Force.
It's a threat.
This is cool, dude. He's got his double saber like he has at the end of the first game, and he's fighting these droids that look like they're like leftovers that you see, and I think it's Rebels. In Rebels, there's a time when Rex and a couple of the other guys go and they find a bunch of like holdout clone troopers, or not clone troopers, droids. Now this is really interesting as well because this almost looks like the mark that was on Siri, or what's her name? Siri, yeah. On her, like when she's in the Jedi archives, and also like the devotee that was there with them. So this looks almost Zepho-like, like very Zepho-like, and this looks like it's the same protagonist that we saw that was being released from the stasis or bacta tank. What's interesting is his clothing. It is not Inquisitor-like, very Jedi-like, and his long flowing hair, right?
We have this.
Some more cool powers you can do.
As long as we fight.
And then, of course, you get the grapple, which is cool. You get a little bit of grapple action here, which means there's going to be some pretty wide open areas you get to traverse, you know. That's another cool animation, like a slide down there. There it is, the hilt that you see, it looks like you took from that other guy. Only thing is it's a blue instead of a yellow blade. So I'm wondering if he's going to adapt it to his saber.
Survives.
And it also looks a lot longer. This blade looks a lot longer than his regular one. Look how long that thing is. It almost looks like a broadsword. And he kind of wields it like a broadsword, man. Yeah, the graphics look amazing, Servant. So this is where I want to get into a few of my theories here. Let's see if I can pull this back up to the start. Okay, so this is interesting. This guy here, and I'm going to pull it up because I saved the pictures in my Discord. I sent them to myself. This is what's interesting here. This is one theory that I have. This one would be pretty far-fetched, but this one is from the Darth Vader comics. I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see it. This is from the Darth Vader comics, right? This is from issue 22 of the 2018 Darth Vader comics. This is Lord Mommen's mask. So this mask is incredibly powerful. It holds so much Sith energy in it that basically Mommen can possess you, whoever wears it. So his spirit kind of lives on because he's endued his spirit in this object, right? So what's really cool about this comic is it almost plays with time, because like he can almost save Padme by using Lord Mommen and focusing all his dark side energy on this dark side spot where he built his castle on Mustafar, right? So here's what I'm getting at. In the comic, when he's building this crazy contraption, I don't know if you can see this very good, but there's two Jedi that stop him right here. This is one of the Jedi that stop him, and look at his face. Looks very similar to what we see in the trailer. Long flowing hair, the face, very chiseled look, and he gets tempted by Lord Mommen with the helmet as well. So that's my far-reaching, like, potential tie-in, is that you maybe have this character from way back when that somehow using the dark side was brought in. He was a Jedi but became disillusioned with them, that kind of a thing. The other theory I have, a very far-fetched theory, is this one right here, which this is the 10th brother that you see in the 2018 comics. He's right here in the middle, and he has the very long flowing hair. You see this 9th sister to his left, which we see in Jedi Fallen Order. So there could be a tie-in with the Inquisitors from the comics here. Now here's the only thing. This 9th brother is a Miraluka, which if you played KOTOR, you know they have no eyes. They're very prophetic. They are very strong in the Force. Like they can foresee certain events. But they'd have to take a lot of leniencies there to basically say that, you know, this guy as a Miraluka because he has eyes. He has blue eyes, right?
Trusted most.
So they'd have to take some leniencies there. But there could be a possibility the reason why his eyes are so blue is because maybe he's like a different type of Miraluka or something like that. Anyways, that's kind of some of my theories. I think he could be maybe the 10th brother, Inquisitor, or he could be that Jedi from the 2018 Darth Vader comics, or he could just be another complete different protagonist, right? That's my last one, is it's a complete different protagonist that was in the Jedi Order, became disillusioned, and eventually, you know, fell to the dark side and was trapped by Vader or somebody else like that. Now, the reason why I think this might be the 10th brother is because his backstory is he was a Jedi, a very high-ranking Jedi. He was friends with Mace Windu. Him and Mace Windu have a fight because he eventually kind of teeters into the dark side, and he wants to kill Mace Windu. And Mace is like telling him, like, hey, you were my friend, don't do this. They have this fight, and he basically takes him before the council because he's fallen to the dark side, and they imprison him. And what's one of the things that he says?
I was betrayed by the one I trusted most.
And he trusted Mace. They were friends.
I will not be imprisoned again.
So maybe he fought Mace, maybe got his arm chopped off by Mace, then got imprisoned by the Jedi Council, and then was a holdover from Order 66 where he could eventually be used as an Inquisitor, and then they just kept him enclosed away. Or maybe he's part of one of the early Sith that Vader was trying to get as an apprentice. And he was just like, oh, too powerful, can't use him. Now, any chance of Starkiller? No, I don't think they'll ever bring Starkiller into canon. I think he's just too OP, too much established history from the other games with him. I don't think they could bring Starkiller in and have it done justice because he would be way too OP and be...